Hello everyone. Just got back from a bikepacking trip to Scotland with my friends Ash and Rich, and I've been meaning to make this video for about a year. In fact, I started it a year ago, and it's just a rundown of my bikepacking gear, really specifically the bags on the bike and what they do. On the back of the bike I have a Tailfin rear rack, the alloy one. I've been using this for a couple of years and it's been brilliant, actually a game changer. At the time I didn't want to buy the aero pack to go on the top because I thought it'd be a bit big and bulky, and I had loads of dry bags. So I used an old aero cradle and zip tied it on, and then I used one of the aero bags on the top. This bag is perfect for stuff I don't use every day and spares, so sometimes I don't even have to take it off the bike. Moving on, the panniers, Tailfin again. I've got the 10 litre panniers and the 16. The 10 litre bags are better for summer when I'm packing really light, but most of my trips are in the winter or autumn or spring, so I tend to use the bigger ones most of the time. So the 16 litre ones are brilliant. Yeah, the bags are completely waterproof, never had a leak. The selling point of Tailfin is how quick and easy it is to get the bags off. As you can see, to get them off, you just undo the lever, lift them off, there you go, done. And it's a real game changer when you're at camp, just being able to get stuff on and off the bike really quickly. So the way I tend to do it is one of these bags is all of my clothes, my sleeping bag, stuff that I need at camp and it's got to be dry. The other side is my food, camping, stove, gas, that sort of stuff. And that seems to work really well. The main benefit of this system is how quickly it comes off. Like I say, you can get to camp and within 30 seconds all of my bags are off the bike and in my tent where I need them. I mean, one other point about the rear rack, it's so stable. Never had a problem with it, never rattled, no problems at all. And we tend to ride some pretty rough off-road trails and it's been brilliant. So moving on to the centre of the bike, I have these two Tailfin top tube bags. The rear one is for my mechanical spares and bits and bobs, and the front one is usually for just, chocolate bars and food for the day. When I'm running my Dynamo hub, I also have the battery pack and sort of the sine wave converter in there as well. So that's quite nice. The only slight disappointment with these, they're not waterproof like they say. I don't know whether there's a fault but the water does tend to get in if it's really heavy rain. Right, moving on to the front of the bike, I've got these Tailfin cargo cages that attach to my suspension forks. They've been brilliant over the years. I think these are one of the first things I bought of Tailfins actually. They give you the option to mount a drinks bottle as well as these bags. I tend to keep my dried food and breakfast and stuff like that in these bags. I don't have them on every trip. If it's a short trip, I don't bother. Right, and moving on to the very front of the bike, the Handlebar bag. This is from Tailfin as well. I've had several Handlebar bags over the years and this one is just so good. The main benefit is, again, like the rear panniers, how quickly stuff comes on and off. So all you have to do is undo the bar, lift it off, and you've got your bag. So it's been a game changer, the Tailfin stuff, to be honest. And to put it back on, same. So you can see how quick and easy it is to take it off. I keep my tent, my sleeping mat and a couple of other things in here so I know exactly what's in this bag at all times. This bag has been so good. The front pocket, really useful. I keep my water bladders in there for filling up later in the day, but you can also put socks or things in there to dry. It's worked really well. There's a couple of pockets on the front and a zip pocket. But yeah, overall it's been fantastic, like all the Tailfin stuff I've had. Yeah, so generally to summarise, I mean over the years I've had I think about 4 distinct complete setups on my bike. As you can see, most of my stuff is Tailfin now. I rate them really highly. I'm just a customer, I buy all my stuff, but yeah, I can't recommend them highly enough. In fact, my friend Rich has just changed over to Tailfin from his previous system because he saw how easy it was for me to get stuff on and off the bike. And I think overall that's the thing that makes the biggest difference is, I arrive at camp or in the mornings when I'm setting up, I can pack everything away in my tent into the bags, and then all I have to do is clip them on and it takes 30 seconds. Whereas I see other people, they take half an hour to strap everything to the bike and get it all set up. So that's where it saves you time. It saves a lot of time. Yeah, I'll try and put some pictures on screen of my previous setups. I think I've had, as I said, 4 distinct ones, starting with my old hardtail over a decade ago. That was mainly Elp kit stuff, but so many straps and yeah, hard, just a pain in the ass to put on. And then I had a different setup on my 5010 when I started bikepacking more regularly. That was a mix of Revelate designs and Elp kit stuff. And again, it was okay, but things just rubbed, and again, lots of straps and a bit of a pain in the ass to set up every day. Then when I got my new bike now, I had an aero set up mainly. I bought the aero rear rack. My plan was to have one of these orange bags on each side. My brake mounts made it impossible to do that, which was frustrating. And I also had an aero handlebar harness at the front for a while. And they worked okay, but the handlebar harness would move. It was quite noisy. Yeah, never 100% liked it. The rear rack I think would have been good. In fact, Ash runs exactly that setup now, and it seems to be good. I think Matt does as well, but it didn't fit my bike. Then I went on to setup 4, which was nearly all Tailfin, and I have no reason to upgrade anything now, which is really nice. So I think I'll be using this setup for many years to come. So just to summarise everything, I see a lot of people say that Tailfin's really expensive and you should get cheaper stuff, and that's a fair comment. It is expensive, but I do think you get what you pay for. And for me personally, I average around 30 to 40 nights bikepacking a year. I have done the last sort of few years. So if you spread the cost over that many nights, you know, what's that, 8, maybe 70 nights over 2 years, the price is, you know, a bit more manageable, I think. If you're going to use it once, I guess it's an expensive setup. If you use it regularly, it's not. Plus you've got the quality of the gear, and it just works. You can tell whoever makes and designs Tailfin gear actually goes bikepacking. Yeah, that's my setup. You know, different setups are good for different people, and you always see loads of different setups on the trail. So yeah, there you go. That's my setup. I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions, just pop me a comment below and I'll try and answer. Thanks very much, and I will see you on the next trip soon.